Overload by Dmitry Kormann was submitted from the UK, and it is a very personal and expressive short film about a sensory overload faced when experiencing autism. What I found really fantastic about this film is first of all the freedom to express the actual emotions that one goes through when experiencing an overload. I think overloads are a very subjective thing. Everyone experiences them in different ways depending on where you are, what the situation is, and maybe what the trigger is. Some people can experience overloads that really transform them or transport them in a slightly hallucinogenic way. Others experience much more mild symptoms. This one was one of the more extreme forms of overloads to experience. And I think what Dmitry has managed to do is put together an artist palette to describe, yes, the vividness of the overload, but also, I think, the creative beauty of an overload. I really think the overload described must have been a very healing process for Dmitry. Sometimes you can have experiences that you'd rather forget and leave behind you. Other times, maybe you see an advantage in it, and maybe the creative element of it. It's a short film, but it is something that sucks you in. It takes you into this world, into this animated world, in which you recognize maybe some people's footsteps. Maybe you're looking at them, maybe you're feeling yourself as an external body who's just emerged from your own soul. I think it's a combination of things. It's very dreamy, but short, and it's very colourful. But it's very well thought through. So clearly Dmitry may have had an overload that was very similar in many ways to the one that he portrayed in this short film. Again, overloads are a very personal thing. Sensory overloads can be triggered by almost anything, depending on what your personal sensitivities are and what level you are on the spectrum. So it's not a very easy topic to reach through to, but when you manage to do that in such a personal way and reach an audience with that emotional, intimate connection, I think it's really quite a special thing. So I was really touched when I watched this film for the first time, and the audience at the film festival also reacted in a very sympathetic way. So thank you very much, Dmitry, for being able to first of all depict your overload in such a creative, artistic way. Also be able to tell a story that you're able to transmit to us as an audience. I find that incredibly moving. So yes, I highly recommend Overload as a short animation that really puts the audience into the perspective of anyone facing an overload from overstimulation of the senses, but something nice has been taken from that. The narrative flow, the beauty of the art, the beauty of the dream, if you like, all comes together in this short form wonder of a piece of work.